have mentioned before, and pardon me if I tend to repeat this, but I think it's important to remind myself and maybe to introduce or reintroduce to you the value of this discussion about resilience and about that question that I always ask about what drives you. And really the intention is to get you to express, not to me, to yourself, to your creator, and then to others like myself, about what drives you, about what you have identified as what truly is your beauty, what makes you unique. Not special, what makes you unique. And coming to that realization for yourself, for your creator, and for whoever you hang out with, appreciating your beauty inspires your productivity. I make that point as the importance to define what drives you, to express what drives you in your presence and how current you are in the expression, and to produce your own purpose and your own message. I only intend to remind you of that, to guide you, support you, and maybe suggest to you the direction and depth and breadth of your resilience. Let's talk about today the freedom with need. Freedom with need. Not freedom with want. Freedom with need. In a way, it kind of touches on a discussion about resilience in relationships. Maintaining independence, integrity, compliance, reliance, comfort, compassion, dependence, repentance, latitude, attitude, patience, release, confident, love, trust, responsibility, accountability, presence, absence. Those are a lot of words to balance and to define and to apply. But not to them, to you. First, and before you ever assert them to anyone, I am asking you to apply those aspects, those definitions, those outlines to you. I hope you can see the importance of my emphasis on definition and then the context of you. Not just for a presentation or show of verbal dexterity. Nah, we ain't doing that. It's a way, like a method, a model, an example, a sample for your consideration and consumption in dealing with and discovery of self on this path towards resilience. Yesterday, in a conversation I had with a gentle lady about the challenges of connecting, yet at the same time disconnecting with another human being. Not disconnecting like as a dismissal or a rejection. No, as an admission to yourself and the value of yourself before you ever start looking for something, someone, anything, anyone outside of you and your appreciation for what drives you internally. Like that list of things or aspects I mentioned to you to consider, reconsider, redefine, refine, edit, or simplify. That stuff is for you, yourself first. So before you start looking for those qualities or resources or things you are looking outwardly for, I would suggest you start looking for those things inside of you, making those things your companions or relationship parameters inside of you before you try to apply them to someone outside of you. This thing about being with even a friend, that I defined earlier in the episodes, but also even in a business transaction. I think that long list of things I mentioned earlier might be a little too long, too complicated to try and manage those kind of things. But I think as I went through that list of just probably a short list, probably 1,000 more things to consider when you're engaging or entering into an engagement with someone business-wise, casually, professionally, personally, I'm suggesting you should have some way to measure your investment. Not just about money, not just about time. I think it's more about, does it align or conflict with what you have learned about yourself, your direction, your purpose, your message. I know I keep repeating that, but I've used the term presence and currency as well. I know those require a discussion if we were to be together in person to then not negotiate, maybe to navigate, not around the rough edges, at the core of what brings us together. There's a reason for us to even be sharing this energy and space and time right now. We don't prescribe it. It happens. As I mentioned to you, we don't think. We don't actively dream. Those dreams and thoughts come to us to then have to distill, sift through. But not because we are lost in this world. We haven't taken the time to do what I said earlier. Make those definitions real. Not my definitions to you. Your definitions for you to you as you understand yourself. No, take it back. As you appreciate yourself. Understanding is probably a bridge too far. But certainly you can appreciate the differences in you, I hate to say this, from before to now. Only you can know that. Only you will know how you have evolved or widened your perspective. Or did you narrow it? To become myopic or become more open? What I propose to you is the openness, not vulnerability and as a mark or a target for someone to aggress upon you. No. I want you to have the confidence and humility, the courage to go forth in that message you are coming to more aware of for yourself. That's why I call it. This isn't a discussion in my book or in these episodes about self-improvement. I know it's a big term back in the 80s and 90s, maybe the 2000s. Not about improving anything. This is the best I'm talking to you about today. This moment we have right now is your best. Not just because of me, and definitely not through me. It's because of you and what you're coming to learn of yourself, of your own resilience. We just happen to be talking and sharing this energy, this space and time on a subject that I say to you connects us more than distracts us or separates us. Stay present. Stay current. No matter where you are, remember, it's always 8:20.